Hello and good afternoon, everyone. It's Mikey of MikeySuzeFour. We're only starting about 3 minutes early. Uh, this is the next show reviews in our series known as the WWS, or Weekly Webcam Series. And today is Wednesday, so it is the Greatest American Hero Wednesdays. Today we're doing from Season 2, Episodes 11 and 12. And episode 11 is called The Hand Painted Tie. And episode 12 is called Just Another Three Ring Circus. And my wife, Suzanne, is running some errands for us, doing some shopping so that we don't have to do any shopping when we go out on Friday to go see Beetlejuice, and to have a nice lunch. And also, don't forget, please pray for her. She's gotta do another cortisone shot in her other knee. She had one knee done, but now she's got to get another knee done. And then they're going to see how they gel. Um, if she can't get any cartilage built back, then she's going to have to get operation done on both of those knees. So, hey, Brad with '07. Hello, Mikey. I hope I haven't started too early for you, Brad Wolf. Just like 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Let's get to the first one here. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you. Okay, so season 2, episode 11, called "The Hand Painted Tie," THAI, came out Wednesday, January 27th, 1982, and the plot is American pilots hypnotized years ago in Vietnam are activated to bomb a dam, destroy valuable farmland, and disrupt an important scientific meeting. Ralph and Bill must stop the planes before they reach their target. This got a 7.4 out of 10. This was one of the highest rated episodes from season 2. And so we'll go into that now. Okay. And of course, it features the usual suspects: William Catt as Ralph Hinckley, Robert Culp as Bill Maxwell, but of course, they had to change Hinckley to Hanley, remember, because of the attempted assassination of uh, the former President Ronald Reagan back then. Connie Selica as Pam, Faye Grant as Rhonda Blake, and Michael Pare as Tony Villacana. Now, the two I want to emphasize in this episode uh, is James Shigeta, who plays Colonel Sean Liang, and John Fujioka, who plays General Vin Chow. Then they have Terrence O'Hara, Charles Lanier, Terrence Evans, Hilary Farr, Michael Cornelison, J.P. Bumstead, James Saito, Chris Hendry, Odessa Cleveland, and Laurie Michaels. This was directed by Bruce Kessler, and the writers, of course, Cannell and Lupo, but also Patrick Hasberg helped out. Okay, so when we're done with the filming and production, we'll go in briefly into the biographies of James Shigeta and John Fujioka because they are prominent. They have been in a lot of things. Okay, let's go to the trivia. Alrighty. Okay, so it looks like it's wow. Okay, this might be one of these quick ones today. All right, so one trivia thing from this episode. It says that after Bill goes into a trance, after he says the word scenario and almost crashes his car, Ralph switches seats with Bill. Bill then scooches himself up on the seat to make himself more comfortable. Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's look at the goofs. Okay, and it looks like we have short one today, so we have 3 continuity goofs. The first one is when the guard at the dam is choked unconscious by one of the hypnotized men, he is dragged behind the van. In the next shot, when the van pulls away, the guard is nowhere to be seen. In the second one, Ralph flies off from the dam carrying the bomb, but as he is seen flying into the water a moment later, the bomb is no longer in his hand. The bomb then explodes underwater. And as Ralph leaves the water, he is dry, and as he crashes onto the top of the car, he is dry. But when he stands up after falling to the ground, he's completely soaked. Oh, yeah, that's a major one. Okay. And there's just one quote today. Um, so Colonel Sean Liang says, "Who's that guy?" And Bill Maxwell said, "That's my fairy godmother." Alrighty. Okay, and in this episode, of course, the Believe It or Not theme song, performed by Joyce Garbury, written by Mike Post and Stephen Geyer. Okay. And I don't see any filming and production, so we'll go back here to the cast and crew. And let's see. All right, let's take a look at James Shigeta. Okay, now James Shigeta was born in 1929. He passed away in 2014 at the age of 85. He's Hawaiian born, and he was for a time the biggest East Asian U.S. star the country had known for decades. His up and down career reflected the country's changing interest in films with East Asian themes, but when called upon, he filled both A-movie starring roles and minor TV guest appearances with the same cool and classy style. An aspiring song and dance man early in his career, he had a series of romantic leading roles in the late 50s. Um, and let's see here. He won a Golden Globe in 1960 for Most Promising Newcomer Male for The Crimson Kimono. And at the Indie Short Festival, he won the June Award in 2022 for Best Acting Ensemble, Yorktown, A Time to Heal. He shared that with George Takei, J.J. Sylvia, Stan Wu, John Aiken, Will Rodriguez, Steve, uh, among others. And the Vegas Movie Award, he also got that for Best Ensemble. And the Red Movie Award, he got a nominee for the same Yorktown, A Time to Heal in 2022. So James Shigeta is very, very well known. Okay, I will go back. Okay. And the movies that he's known for, mostly, uh, like we said, in 1959, he played Detective Joe Kojaku in The Crimson Kimono. In 1988, he played Takagi in the original Die Hard with Bruce Willis. And then he was the voice of General Lee in the animated film Mulan in 1998. And then in 1976, one of his best roles, I think, in my honest opinion, is Vice Admiral Chuichi Nagumo, who was opposing the Americans after the attack on Pearl Harbor in the movie Midway. And it says that Yorktown A Time to Heal was the last thing he worked on, and that was Admiral Nagura that he played in that. So, yeah, very cool. All right, then, let's get to the next actor. And let's see here. Okay, so we'll go back to the episode. Whoops. There we go. Oh, come on. These things are so slow, aren't they? All right. Okay. Now, the other actor I was talking about was John Fujioka, and he played General Vin Chao. Okay. John Fujioka was born in 1925 in June in Oahu, Hawaii. He died in 2018 in December at the age of 93. He was an actor known for Mortal Kombat 1995. I had to say that. American Ninja in 1985 and Pearl Harbor in 2001. He died in Los Angeles. Okay. So as I said, he's known for Mortal Kombat in 1995. He was the chief priest. He played Nishikura in the Pearl Harbor film with Ben Affleck in 2001. American Ninja, he was Shin Yuki in 1985. And in 1981, he was a character known as Kamasuka in a movie called Who Finds a Friend Finds a Treasure. Okay. And the last thing he worked on, he was Wei Long in a video game called uh, Galleon, and he did a voice on that. So that was the last thing he did. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty, let's get to the next episode. Just another three-ring circus. Alrighty. And we've already got a couple people in the chat. Brad Wolf 07 and Jim's Landscape, LLC #1, Commodore Productions. Hello, Jim. Good to see you, my friend. And yeah, definitely. So Brad said hello to me. Brad said, no worries, Mikey, you're good. And Brad said, I remember hearing about the name change when I was introduced to the show. Wild real life interfering with the show. Yeah. And Brad says, I'm floating on air, Mikey. That is awesome, dude. And Jim says hello. And Jim says, hi, Brad. Brad says hi to Jim. And Brad was says 93 years old. Yeah. A nice long life. Definitely. Definitely. I have to say, this was one of the better episodes in season 2, in my own personal opinion. Um, I thought it was very well done. The scenario, there you go, scenario, I had to say it. The scenario that these American pilots who were shot down were then used in a Manchurian candidate type way to blow up a dam and flood uh, farmland and do all this stuff. Yeah, it sounds like definitely something that the Vietnamese would do, the Viet Cong, and so on. And so they were basing it basically on real life, I think, the episode. And that's why I thought it was done very well. Now, most people have seen it and given it a 7.4 out of 10. Me personally, I'd probably give it exactly a B plus, almost to an A minus, but I gave it a B plus because I thought it was done very well. So for me, that would be like a 4.7. Yeah, 4.7 out of 5. Almost an A, almost a straight up A, but it just came a little bit short. But I think that the performances by Shigeta and Fujioka, rest in peace, who are no longer with us, but they did a fantastic job. And everybody else did their role, and I mean, it was just done very well. So I enjoyed the premise and everything that happened. So it was cool. And Lemon Pie is in the building. Hello, Lemon Pie. Sir Lemon. Sir Lemonade. That cool refreshing drink. I couldn't resist. Sorry, Lemon. Good morning to you, Lemon. And hi there, Lemon from Brad Wolf. All right, cool. All right, should we get to the next episode? Okay. The next episode is from season 2, is episode 12. This is called Just Another Three Ring Circus. And it came out the following week, February 3rd, 1982. Now, according to only 72 people that have seen the episode, that's very low. 7.0 out of 10. So they're giving it a close to a C grade. I think it might deserve more of a C plus. But let me take a look at it again. So Bill is assigned to locate a missing circus clown. Ralph is recruited to infiltrate the circus as a human cannonball act. The director was Chuck Bowman. The single writer on it was Stephen J. Cannell. And of course, it featured the usual suspects. And let's see, it brought back Les Carlisle's character, played by William Bogart. Klaus Vorman was played by Alex Rodin. There was Catherine Campbell, who played Erica. Jesse DeGoins is back. Kai Wolf. And we're going to go ahead and emphasize Kai Wolf because Kai Wolf has been in so many things. And I wanted to emphasize him today. Plus, I also want to look at Tony Cox. He was the circus dwarf, and he's been in a lot of things too. So I'd like to check on those two gentlemen today, those two actors. Okay, so let's get to the trivia. Okay, now the cannon used to shoot Ralph has a red star on it. It is identical to the ones used by the Soviet Union. Now, those stars have a slightly puffy look, as they don't have the normal straight lines, but have a slightly curved shape. Ralph calls the standardized test as Iowa Achievement Test. Now, at that time, such tests were called California Achievement Tests. They used a different name to avoid having to pay a licensing fee. Oh, that's pretty smart. Okay. Now, if you haven't seen, oh, okay. Right, right. And let's see. Okay, so yeah, Brad Wolf said hi there, Lemon. Lemon Pie says howdy, Brad Wolf. Lemon says, hey, Jim. Jim says, hey, Lemon. And Bradford says, Mikey, personally, I don't leave reviews of shows. Maybe you were trying to say believe. Yeah, maybe. I've heard of too many instances of burying or deleting from the host of the review sites. Review bombing, both positive and negative, is another X. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Uh, like I said, I like to do my own reviews because I've seen the episodes already, right? I binged watched all three seasons of The Greatest American Hero before I started to do these reviews each week. So I think that and plus I did watch a lot all of them back in the day. When I was still a teenager, I was in high school and everything. I really enjoyed them. And so I just like to put my own personal review on it. I do want to I do want to state what people have said in it, but I don't necessarily believe their reviews. Yeah, people like you, I know I can trust. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brad Wolf. That means a lot to me. Really does. Thank you. Um, so let's see where we are. Okay. So now, if you haven't seen this episode, what I do from now on is when we have a spoiler, as they mentioned in the IMDb information, all I'm going to ask you to do is go ahead and put your hands over your ears if you don't want to hear it. Now, if you don't mind hearing it, that's totally fine. But when I'm done, then what I'll do is just do this, and then that'll let you know that the spoiler's over. So, okay. So here we go. All right. So it's just one spoiler. Now, when a tiger enters the cage after Bill is locked in the soundtrack includes the roar of some smaller species of feline, such as a mountain lion or a cougar. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, now I'm waving my hand. Okay, so the spoiler's over. All right. So let's go to the goofs. Here we go. Okay. We do have a couple, and then there is one spoiler, which is a character error. So I will tell you to put your, in a minute, I'll tell you to put your hands over your ears again, then I'll wave when it's done. Okay, so in the continuity, when Ralph is talking about the essay papers, the front row of desk is very close to the teacher's desk with about a foot of clearance. When the bell rings, the camera angle changes to a mostly head on shot of the desk, and the gap between them and the teacher's desk is much wider, and multiple students walk through it without issue. The camera angle changes again to a side view, and the desks are again much closer together. Now, when the bad guys arrive at the building, after they leave the circus, just after Ralph is fired from the cannon, they leave the side door of the van open and they walk into the building. When Ralph looks down from the roof of the building and spots the van a moment later, the side door is closed. And in crew or equipment visible, the film crew is visible in the hubcaps of the red VW. Wow. Okay. All right, now get ready. Here's one spoiler. It is a character error. When Pam's date Kenny is knocked out by Bill, Kenny opens his eyes when being handcuffed, then closes them again, even though he's supposed to be unconscious. Okay, now we'll check the quotes. Okay, so Ralph says, "Where'd you get this car?" Bill says, "Crack Jack box. When you're hunting down a clown, supposed to look like one." That's Carlisle's theory. And then Ralph and Siler Johnson and Tony Villicana and Paco Rodriguez. So, first Ralph says, "What are you guys doing here?" Paco says, "Far out with the red cape and the red underwear here, Mr. H." Yeah, it's kind of silly, isn't it? Siler says, "It needs a purple hate and a Cadillac." "Well, they gave it to me. I'm going to be shot off in a cannon today." Tony says, "What? Did you lose your whole box of spaghetti or something running around your underwear on this geek show?" And then Les Carlisle is talking to Bill Maxwell at the FBI office. Les says, you think you're going pretty good, don't you, Maxwell? Except you're a one-man band. You step on regulations, you ignore dress codes, you crash more cars than a college fraternity. Despite your record, you are lousy for morale around here because younger agents are starting to idolize you and your offbeat style. Really? No kidding, are they? I'm sorry. You think you've been getting stinking cases up to now? Oh, Bill, I got some cases smell so bad, I've been afraid to open them in public. Little itty bitty stinkers. As of now, you're going to be in charge of every Yahoo deal that comes through the door. Fun, huh? Oh, sir, I think you're making a mistake. I want you to find me a clown, Bill. His name is Yuri Jovanovich. He's a Polish national. His specialty is getting out of a 2 foot high squashed car, walking backwards on his hands. You two ought to get along like brothers. All you gotta do is find him. A Polish clown? Ah, it takes one to find one, is my theory. Oh, yes, and Bill, I spoke to the motor pool about reassigning you a new vehicle. Being as you're averaging about one a month, we wanted to get you one we felt expendable. It's an undercover car. Radio's underneath the seat. You'll find it downstairs, parked right behind the building. It'll fit right in at the circus. Wow. Okay. And there was a brand new song, an original that was written by Stephen Geyer and performed by Joey Scarberry called Secrets. And then the Believe It or Not theme song. Okay. And there is some filming and production. The where Ralph walks after class and Bill approaches in a red VW, the area has been built up since filming. This was done at 501 South Buena Vista Street in Burbank, California. Cool. Alrighty. Let's go to the cast and crew. And that's like I said, first person we'll go to is Kai Wolf. All right. Kai Wolf is still alive. He was born on 18 December 1949. So when he reaches that date this year, he'll officially turn 75 years old. That's cool. He's an actor known for Firefox in 1982, Twilight Zone the movie in 1983, and Three Amigos in 1986. He's married to Carolyn Wolf, and they have one child. And the way he spells it is WULFF. Kai, Kai. Kai Wolf. Yeah. And let's see. Besides those three movies I mentioned, he also did X-Men Apocalypse. He worked on the additional crew for that film in 2016. So he does that besides being an actor. That's so cool. And the last thing he's worked on so far is Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond. He was a German character talent his voiceover, and it's a video game that premiered in 2020. Before that, he does work on Call of Duty. So he did Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the video game in 2018, and his character voice was Beton Bratfish. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so let's see. Okay, and the next one we're going to take a look at is Tony Cox. And yeah, okay. I'm sorry, give me a moment. Sorry. So sorry. Okay, thank you. All right, had to get that out. Okay, so let's see. All right, so Tony Cox. All right. Uh, he's one of those short people actors. He also does stunts and he's a producer. He was born on March 31st, 1958. So officially this year, he is 66 years old. So he's still around. That's great. He was born in Uniontown, Alabama. He is an actor and producer known for Bad Santa in 2003, Spaceballs in 1987, and Bad Santa 2 in 2016. He has been married to Otelia since 1989. They have one child. That's so cool. And like I said, he did Bad Santa 2, Spaceballs, and of course, remember in Spaceballs, he was Dink in 1987. Bad Santa, he was Marcus Skidmore in 2016, as well as Marcus again when it first came out, the first Bad Santa in 2003. And in Epic Movie in 2007, which was a parody, he played Bink, Bink, in 2007. So that is so cool. Yeah, I'm glad he's around because Tony Cox is a good actor. He was also friends with the guy that played Mini Me before Mini Me passed away. So yeah, so cool. Alrighty, let's see here. I'm just moving up there. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. So this one, like it said, it got a 7.0 out of 10, and I actually did kind of like this episode. So uh it sounds about right. I I think I gave it a little bit better. Uh, I think it was for me. It was like about a 3.8 out of 5 stars. So about a C plus, between a C plus and a B minus. It was actually pretty good. And I'm being at the circus. Uh, I used to be when I was a kid. I used to go to a few circuses. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus was one of my all-time favorites. Went to that a few times. And this episode kind of reminded me of those good days when I was a kid and I got to watch the lions roar and the acrobats do their thing and the gymnasts do their thing. And of course, the big ringleader guy with the whip and everything like stuff like that. And the blowing cannon. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The guy blowing out of a cannon. So, and when I was older, I went to Circus. I finally got to see a Circus in Las Vegas, the complete casino, the hotel, everything, and all the attractions that were going on. The acrobats above, and then doing all this stuff just above these, uh, you know, slot machines. I thought it was insanely awesome, and I wanted to see it because, uh, if you remember in the movie Diamonds Are Forever, that James Bond film, they filmed some of those interior scenes right in there, right in Circus. And I remember just being in there playing on the video game, looking up, and it still had the same design. Just added a few more machines, obviously, because this was like in the late 80s, early 90s when I went. Uh, just added a few more machines, couple other, like a food place and another thing. But you could see right above it, you could see the netting, and everything they do and the tricks they do and all that stuff. It is amazing. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it that well. But I mean, above all those machines and everything, it just gave me great memories of the movie. And then, of course, I got to see it finally. So I was very, very happy about that. So anyway, let's see. So Brad was his dress code. That costume wasn't in dress code, but it had its perks. Oh, that's true. That's very true. Anchorman, hello. He says hi. Hi, Anchorman. Great to see you. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Brad says hello to Anchorman. And Jay Aldridge says, howdy. I'm just so proud to be here. Well, you caught us on the tail end, Mr. J. You caught us at the tail end, brother Jay. Mr. J. But yeah. But Jay, there is a special. I want to let all of you know this too. I believe that Gorilla's Random Thoughts is going to do a special tonight in remembrance of Chris Christopherson. So if he does do that tonight, we should go ahead and attend because you all know that Chris had passed away recently. And my friend Larry, who does Be Yourself Adventures, knows his son, one of his sons. So, yeah. So we should do that tonight if we get a chance. Is go and remember a great man, a wonderful songwriter, a great philanthropist. Hope I say that right. And all sorts of other multi-talented things he did, Chris Christopherson. So make sure we find out what time it is, and then we'll check it out. We'll try to bring some people to see it tonight. And Brad Wolf 07 says hi, brother Jay. Cool, cool. All righty. So, my reviews, I just said my grades on both of those episodes. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to give you the episode titles for the A team that we're doing webcam on, also, of course. And let me go ahead and bring that up here real quick. There it is. Okay, so we are also on season 2 of A team, and we're doing episodes 11 and 12 tomorrow as well. Okay. And episode 11 is called Steel, and episode 12 is called The White Ballot. Interesting. And Steel came out Tuesday, November 29th of 1983, and then the following week, December 6th, 1983, was The White Ballot. Huh. Okay, cool. That's awesome. All right, so that's for tomorrow. That is for tomorrow afternoon. Again, right around 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 11:30 a.m. in the Central Time Zone, and 10:30 a.m. in Mountain and 9:30 a.m. in the Pacific Time Zone. So that is for tomorrow. Oh, stop. There. Okay. Had to get rid of an ad. Okay, Mikey, when is the Harlem Globetrotters episode of A-Team? They got around back in the day. Uh, I'm not sure yet, Brad Wolf. Um, you know what? I can look that up. Let me take a look at that real quick. I don't think we've covered it yet. Like I said, I've seen them all, but it's been a while, so just trying to. Huh, you know, let's see. Let's just do this. To be honest, it's not telling me that. No, it just shows other things they were in. But here, let's see. Let me take a look at Wikipedia for a moment. Uh, television. Let's see here. I know they were the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island, which was in 1981. I saw that. They appeared on an episode of The Love Boat. Hmm. Well, if you can find out for me which episode, but I don't think they did, Brad. Yeah, Brad, it doesn't look like they appeared in an episode of the A-Team. Uh, but during that time frame, about 2 years before, like I said, it was the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island, which was a TV movie after the castaways got re-rescued. But when they were re-rescued, Thurston, Hal, and Lovey decided to turn the island into a resort island, like isolated and everything. And the Harlem Globetrotters went up against, the guy from, that was on Mission Impossible with Barbara Bach. Yeah. So yeah, that was that. Well, hey, you had me look. It's okay. That's fine. Yeah, Mikey, I was joking. I have no idea if they had an 18 Globetrotters episode. I was trying to be funny. Well, it's okay, Brad Wolf. I was accommodating you. I was just saying, ha ha ha, that's cute. Yeah. Yeah. I don't yeah, they were never in that. Yeah, the Harlem Globetrotters was on Gilligan's Island, Scooby Doo, and others. Yeah. I was just joking because I wouldn't be surprised if they did do an A-Team episode. Well, that's cute, Brad. You made me laugh. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You were funny. You were funny. Yes. I agree with that. Because I was going like, what? What? Globetrotters? A-Team? Yeah, no, that didn't sound right to me. Oh, but you do remember that former WWE Hulk Hogan did appear on some episodes with Mr. T because they were friends. They had wrestled before, they were in the wrestling ring and everything. So there are a few episodes that Hulk Hogan actually shows up in the A-Team, right, during the series. So yeah, those are good. Uh, yeah, every time that Hulk Hogan appeared, those were great episodes. I really enjoyed them. Oh, good. I'm glad I could get a laugh out of my joke. Oh, you did. You did. I was like, whoa, 18 Globetrotters. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, um, so we want to thank Brad Wolf, '07, Jay, Brother Jay, Mr. J, Brother Jay Aldridge. We want to thank Anchorman. We want to thank Jim's Landscape, LLC number one, Commodore Productions. Please make sure you check out his Star Trek fan films on his website. All of them. They're really good, really well done. And he works with just a few other people. Jim does a great job. So make sure you check those out as well. And let's see. Okay, so Brad Wolf and Jim and Lemon Pie. Lemon Pie is one of the best managing moderators you could ever have. If you ever have a problem starting uh, your YouTube channel out, make sure you ask for Lemon Pie and Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube's help. They will help you manage your chats. And when you do StreamYard or if you do Restream.io, they can help you out there too as well. So make sure you ask for them and say hello to them. They appreciate a nice hello every once in a while. Okay. Oh, you are most welcome, Mikey. Thank you, Brad. Okay. So before we go, let's go ahead and do our quick prayer. I'm going to take my hat off. There we go. Okay, so in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, dear Lord, thank you for our wonderful thing we call social media. We appreciate you bringing all of our family and friends together, as well as anyone that we do know that may not be a family member or a friend of ours, but we would like them to become friends of ours. And Lord, we do want to ask for your help uh, taking care of the families who did lose people over in Hurricane Helene. Also, please watch out for my friends Jay and Renee, as well as uh, my friends who are in the devastated areas of Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, everywhere up there. And also, please watch out for my beautiful wife Suzanne, who's going to be going through another cortisone shot this coming Friday. So I will be there for her. So hopefully, Lord, that you can mend up her knees so she won't have to get an operation done on them. But if it's your will, Lord, we will bend to it and we will uh, ask for it for being less pain. And of course, please don't forget, please watch over my brother Larry and his wonderful wife Diane, as well as Larry's mom, Charlene. She's really going through rough times right now, and we don't know if she's going to make it uh, anytime soon. But Lord, if you can keep her on earth for a few more days, even a couple weeks, that would be most appreciated because I know Larry is doing the most he can to be there for her, his mom, and to be there for his wife as well, and for all of our all of our friends. So in this we ask and pray, Lord, Amen and Amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. All right. So thank you everyone for being here today. As always, we really do appreciate all of you that come to hit the like. Again, don't forget hit the like if you liked it today or on your rewatch. Make sure you hit subscribe. We do have 205 subscribers. So we're steadily getting up there. We're trying to get to 250. That'll be our next goal, and we'll do a live stream when we reach 250. And that's in so anytime from now until the end of the month. And don't forget, on December 1st, uh, remember in the month of December, we're only doing a total of four streams. We're doing one webcam on the first so I can celebrate my one of my girls, uh, Deja Vu's birthday, and we're also going to go over the polls so that I can know what you folks wanted me to do. If you want me to do those mystery shows next year, and also if you want me to go ahead and move up the Star Trek and Star Wars fan films, every single fan film that's available out there on YouTube. Yes, yes, even the holiday show special from Star Wars. I know, but anyway. Everything that's out there for next year. We're going to do a special day of the week and plan that so to where we can do these fan films. So those will be uh, special streams that will have Jay Aldrich, myself, a couple of other people up there so we can talk about these fan films. And I'll let them know which one it is a week ahead of time so they can watch it on YouTube and then we can discuss it, review it. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun next year. And Bradwood says amen. Jay says amen. And my feet are really swollen. So are mine, Jay. I took a bath earlier and my feet were extremely swollen. Yeah. So believe me, brother, I am in just about as much pain as you are right now. But luckily you do have your wonderful Renee and I have my beautiful Suzanne. So we're both very well blessed and lucky, my friend. Definitely. Okay, so in the immortal words of the awesome Gene Siskel, rest in peace, from the Chicago Sun-Times, a great movie critic as well as a great humanitarian, the aisle's now closed. Thank you everyone for being here today. And don't forget, two more episodes of A-Team that we're doing tomorrow. And then on Thursday night tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, just one last reminder, we are going to start covering for the month of October Planet of the Apes. So what we're doing is on Thursday night, we're going to have a select panel. It will be subscribers only. We're going to discuss 3 of the Planet of the Apes films. There's a total of 10, so we should be able to knock them all out in the span of at least the rest of this month. So, but Thursday is an exception because Friday nights is when I normally do the, Mikey Movie Mayhem. Uh, but what we're going to be calling it for just this month is Planet of the Apes franchise parts 1, 2, and 3. So, what we're going to cover on part 1 is the 1968 original Planet of the Apes, then the 2001 Mark Wahlberg, uh, and Michael Clark Duncan uh, of Planet of the Apes reboot, and then the third reboot or the second reboot, which came in 2011, but it's actually a prequel, not a reboot, and it's called Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and it featured James Franco and Andy Circus as Caesar. So that should be really good. I hope all of you can check that out this coming Thursday. And that's what we'll do for this week. And then the following weeks we'll cover 4 of the movies the following week, and then we'll cover the last 3 the week after that to knock them all out. And so the 4 movies will be part 2, and then the last 3 movies will be part 3. So look forward to that. As I said, those times will be 10 o'clock Eastern PM and 9 PM on the Central Time Zone, and 7 o'clock for you, Larry, over there in the Pacific Time Zone, 7 PM. So check it out. And let's see, Jay Aldridge says, oh, go mine up. Okay. And Be Yourself is here. Hi, Larry. And thank you, Larry, for being here too. Hi, Mike. And Jay says, I love Voyage to the Bottom of the Sink. Oh, well, you know what? Here's the thing, Jay, and everybody else that's still watching. 5 people. That is awesome. Everybody that's here, I am thinking of planning Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea next year with, Basehart and with David Hedison. Uh, there is a man on YouTube that has done all 3 seasons. Okay. And I want to go ahead and start watching those episodes myself, binge watch them over the time that I have off, which will be in December, because I'm only doing, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and Christmas Eve, and I'm doing that one webcam on December 1st. So during that time, I'm going to be watching a lot of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the Irwin Allen production. And when that's done, I am going to pick a date a day of the week to go ahead and do Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. So if you would like me to do that, mention it in the comments if you want on today's video or on any other videos I do. Mention it in the comments and see if you want me to do that for next year. That sounds like a really fun series, and it goes way back. I mean, I'm older than it by 1 year because it came out in 1966 and Irwin Allen. So I mean, very, very old stuff. Brad Wolf '07 says the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes was bad, but for me it was an enjoyable bad. One you can watch together and make jokes about. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And how do you think the ending ended up the way it did with Wahlberg? Outside of the one of the monuments of Washington, DC, and he's surrounded by apes. I mean, come on. And Brad says, hi, be yourself. And be yourself says, Brad, hi. And Jay says, no, I'm just saying it's one of my favorite sci-fi shows. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. GOG mine up. Yeah, sure. Definitely. Yeah, no, I love Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Uh, and then Brad says, hey, Mikey, have you heard of or seen the old Time Tunnel show? Yeah, I like that too. I liked it when I watched several episodes. Yes, yes, that was actually the other one I was just thinking of, Brad Wolf. So we were on the same wavelength there. Yeah, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea and Time Tunnel were 2 very good Irwin Allen early shows. So when we get caught up um, with 18, we can start doing one of those two shows. And I will put in a poll. I'll ask of which one of those two shows would you want me to do first to cover reviews and episodes of. Um, and I can do that in December. I can post a poll up and ask you which one. There is another one I had an idea for too. And uh, it's really quick. I wanted to review the 9 episodes, three of them that I acted in The Highwayman from 1987 to 1988. I do own all 9 episodes on YouTube. I have them downloaded. So I can always do that very quickly and cover that one in 3 weeks because I can do 3 episodes of each. And Larry was in it prominently. I was in 3 episodes. Um, it was a lot of fun. So that's the third one. So I will ask of all of you at least 3 series that I'm thinking of doing to start next year after we cover all of the 18. So yeah, the 18 will take a while. But like I said, uh, with the Tuesday and Red Dwarf will take a while too. But with the Tuesdays that right now that I'm doing with ISIS, I am going to be start doing TOS episodes starting in about 3 weeks. And then when the Greatest American Hero is done, you all also asked for Get Smart. So I'm going to be doing Get Smart episodes as well. So there is a lot of pop culture, a lot of great old shows coming soon, coming forward to all of you folks. So I hope you can check those out. And like I said, the like, subscribe, share this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. And Brad says, I have no idea how Tim Burton came up with that ending. Probably some good sandwiches. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, so many good shows, so little time. That's true, Brad. And yeah, Larry says the Highwayman will be good, but also the Night Stalker. The Night Stalker, yeah, with yes, that would be good too. Hey, thank you for suggesting that, Larry. Brother Larry, thank you. Yeah, I can put that up in the poll too for next year. Yeah, so okay, so uh Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the Time Tunnel, the Night Stalker, Kolchak, the Night Stalker, that's what it's called. Kolchak. Yeah, Kolchak, the Night Stalker, and the Highwayman as being more modern. So yeah, sure. Let me know in the comments today or on any of the future videos. Let me know what you think. And I will put those 4 suggestions up in a poll on December 1st after I go through the other polls that we have for future stuff, future streams. So yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. And Larry says, I will be doing a Route 66 trip next year from Santa Monica all the way to Chicago. Awesome. Now keep an eye on that, folks. When my friend Larry here does it on his Be Yourself, it's going to be an entire road trip. He's going to take some pictures. He's going to do some live streams from where he's at along the route. So please, please go to his channel, subscribe, and hit the likes and notification bells so that you can be notified of when he starts that trip and goes across. I'm looking forward to it. I would love to watch that trip of his because I have driven some of it. I have driven some of Route 66, or in some cases they call it I-40. But I have driven that. I drove it across the country for the last time. That's when I was with Suzanne when I brought her down to visit my parents. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. And there is Larry's he's given his link to his channel. So thank you, Larry. So make sure you click on the link there so that you can subscribe to his channel and be notified of when he plans to doing that next year. So that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so on behalf of everybody today, thank you again. God bless everyone that's here. And now the aisle is closed, but there is a mess over on aisle 15. Ooh. Yeah, it's a big one. I probably have to get the National Guard to clean that one. Yeah. All right. And I will see you tomorrow too, Larry, for the Planet of the Apes. Yeah. So take care, everyone. And as I always say, lastly, peace. Take care, everybody, and God bless. I'm Mikey Suze 4.